gardening and prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you each into the kitchen with me this morning, where we're going to be making a recipe for an amazing crustless quiche. We love quiche around here, and yes, I know eggs are horrible price now, but yeah, not after yesterday. Ended up going grocery shopping for the family, and they were clearancing down eggs, y'all, on clearance. $18 cage-free organic eggs, regularly $9 for $2.39. It's breakfast quiche time. Now, I love to make this for Christmas morning. That way you feed a good breakfast Christmas morning, people open their presents, and then you can take your time cooking Christmas dinner. People aren't starving to death, they're not after you. Jana, hold on a minute, y'all. Jana decided she didn't want to be in the kitchen no more. But I like to serve this for Christmas breakfast. I make it throughout the year, but with eggs being the way they are priced now, that's really hard to do. But not today. We are having breakfast quiche. You can serve it for lunch, brunch, dinner. No, you don't, Jana. I see you. It's simple, it's easy, it's homemade, and it's good and healthy. Now, this is a crustless quiche. I prefer it over the traditional quiche with crust because after a while you get kind of tired of crust, especially during the holidays because pies, and then people want to put a crust on cobbler, and yeah. So, I like to, personally, this is how I make my quiches. It's so easy, it's simple, it cleans, it don't stick to your pan, it's wonderful. So, I've got 18 eggs here. I'm going to start out, see if, because they're not quite what I consider large. I was spoiled for my girls. When I had my chickens, they made huge eggs, y'all. Now, let me tell you a story. You'll laugh at this one. When I happened to be walking up towards the egg section at Kroger, I noticed he was marking down all the eggs. And I noticed that what the original price was. Now, this was a young man. Apparently, he's not used to his parents doing anything like this. And because I didn't want to knock him out of the way to get to the eggs in my excitement, I asked him, I said, "Sir, can you please hand me all those clearance eggs?" He looked at me as if I had two heads. "You want all those eggs?" I said, "Yes, sir, that's what I said." He hands me about half of them. He goes, "You sure you want all these eggs?" I said, "Sir, that's what I told you, didn't I? I wanted all of them." Well, guess what? I walked out with all of the dozen of eggs, organic eggs, that were $8 marked down to $2.69. I got all those. Another video coming up soon. And I happened to see these, so these came home as well. Yeah, get while it gets good, y'all, because eggs can be put up in many different ways. So, let's get busy. I've already cracked one to test it. And they are some beautiful eggs. Alright, I'm going to get these 18 eggs in this pan, get all the ingredients out, and then we're going to get busy, and I'll bring you back here in just a little while. Okay, we're back. I got all the eggs scrambled up, and that sure does not look like 18 large eggs, but it is. I'm thankful for them. Now, I'm going to use a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. Yes, I'm cheating. Don't care, because I found those on clearance. Alright, now, the ingredients that goes into your quiche is up to you. I like throwing a bunch of vegetables in, a little bit of meat, because the eggs are already protein as it is. Cheese, and we're fixing to have some fun, so let's get to mixing up us a homemade crustless quiche. Alright, now, I don't measure, so this is just like 3 handfuls of fresh spinach. I might not use it all. Now you can use frozen chopped spinach if you want to, but you're going to have to make sure that you completely defrost it and put it in a colander and let it drain, because you don't want a whole bunch of liquid in here. And if you notice, I do not milk down my eggs. You can if you want to. I prefer not to. And before I add this into there, let's do our seasoning. That way I can whisk it real good, get it all mixed in, because once I do the seasoning, then the whisk will be coming out. 1 tablespoon of dried oregano. Oh, that smells so good. 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. 1 teaspoon of sea salt, because I didn't grab my pink salt. About a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Oh yeah, can't forget this one. Oh. And a teaspoon of good smoked paprika. Wipe my hand off, because that's going to get everywhere. Alright. And I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. Now, we put our spinach in. And of course, you know, it's going to shrink down as it cooks. And of course, if you want to, you can chop it finer. I kind of like knowing that I'm eating spinach. And like I said, frozen diced spinach is fine. Or no spinach. And of course, try to be as healthy as you can, y'all. Get vegetables in you while you can. Alright. Now here I have sliced baby portobello mushrooms. And I want them in smaller pieces. That way I know for a fact that they get cooked. And you can cut them down to the size you like, or you can leave them out. And that's a little over half of a, this is about 8 ounces of sliced baby bella mushrooms. Now of course if you don't like portobello mushrooms, you can use white button mushrooms, you can use shiitakes. This quiche is going to be heavy on vegetables. Because that's how I am. Okay. I have one 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes with green bell peppers and onions. I have drained it about best I could. I'm going to do another one because I want some more tomatoes. I'll be right back. Now, of course, I have drained. I've opened my second can, drained it, save it in a cup. Oh, that's good. Now, you can put that in a baggie, freeze it, to add that tomato, that seasoned tomato juice in with soup, whatever. Just don't waste it. And plus, it's got the green bell peppers and a little bit of onions in it. Now, there we go. I like to see pieces of tomatoes in mine. Oh, that looks so good. Now, like I said, you can leave the tomatoes out. You don't have to use the diced tomatoes with green bell peppers and onions. You can use regular petite diced tomatoes, whatever you have on hand, or you can open a canning jar of canned tomatoes and dice them up. Use what you have. And this is a beautiful big old red onion. Which one's bigger? They're about the same. Save your ends and your skins, because that can go into, you can freeze it and add it to when you go to make bone stock or regular stock. Don't waste them. Now, you can also use yellow onions or red onion, whichever one you have. Now, if you want to use a whole onion, go for it. I might. I'm going to see how it looks. Yep, I'm going to go for the other half. I know some people are having a heart attack. How can you tell it's a quiche? It ain't nothing but vegetables. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. I want meat and vegetables in my food. And the more I can get away in that, putting in that bowl, the happier I am. Okay, that's the last of the vegetables. Now, if you wanted to, I just don't have any. You can put shredded zucchini, shredded yellow squash, shredded butternut squash. The sky's the limit on what vegetables you can add in here. Just like Christmas breakfast. It's the Crustless Quiche, some cheesy grits, and either garlic bread or biscuits. Sometimes homemade gravy. It depends on what we have. Ta-da! There's a wonderful Christmas breakfast. Alright, now I'm going to add some mild cheddar cheese. You can use medium. You can use sharp. You can use pepper jack. Use whatever cheese you enjoy. Two big handfuls. I know a lot of people are having a heart attack by now. This is how I make quiche. This is my quiche. It might not be your quiche. Make this quiche the way you want it. They like things cheesy, so I'm going to add one more handful, a smaller handful. And I think I'm gonna whisk up. I'm gonna add 7 more eggs. I'll bring y'all right back. Okay, I cracked 8 more eggs. Save your eggshells, y'all. Dry them in your oven once you get a chance to, and grind them up for your own calcium powder. Now that looks a whole lot better. Look at that. Don't that look delicious? I'm not done yet. I'm a carnivore. You notice there's no meat in there. Fixing to fix that. Now, yes, I cheat. This is already cooked bacon. The only thing in here is bacon. And I'm going to add, there's 1, 2, 3 handfuls. And a pinch for me. Now, if you wanted to, you can leave the bacon out. You could add little ham chunks. uh, already cooked, shredded, or diced fine, or diced very small pieces of chicken breast. It is up to you what you add in there. But I want to make sure that there's plenty of bacon in there. Okay, there's only one other ingredient that I'm going to add, and I'm going to add that here in a bit. Let me get my bacon pans. And this is, you can use the metal pans if that's what you have. Let's see. Okay. There's no measurement on it. Use whatever you have. And this is an amazing thing I have found. Spray ghee. Only thing in it is ghee and a little bit of sunflower oil. There you go. Soy, bean, and canola free. You don't know how happy that makes me. Now, like I said, this is crustless. There's no crust. And to me, it tastes so much better without it. You're going to spoon it into your pan. Now I'm making 2 pans, y'all. This is not going to be 1 pan. Because your eggs are going to expand up as they cook. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? You want to fill it about halfway, a hair under half, because as the eggs bake, they're going to expand up. Let me get my other pan. I tried to spray ghee this one earlier. The ghee come from the shed. And yeah, it was cold, and it told me nope. Okay, now I'm going to try to put equal amounts in each one. But look at that, is that not beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. You want to make sure you get all of it out. Come out of there, onion. It has the suction on it. And like I said, don't fill it over halfway full. Just a hair under half, because it's going to expand. Last but not least, Like I said, this is a special quiche. Alright. Don't want to act right. And I'm fixing to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top. Now we'll have all the ingredients used in the description box below to the best of my ability. Like I said, I do not measure. Alright, let's get the other one. Let's go and put this one in the oven. Like I said, everything's going to cook in the oven, so don't you worry one bit. And sometimes, not only do I put the Parmesan cheese on top, I will put fried onions as well, or you can leave them on. Okay. Into the oven it goes also. Ooh, it's going to start smelling good in here very soon, y'all. Now, like I said, 350-degree oven, preheated. You're gonna, now it depends on your oven, so watch them. You want them to cook anywhere from 40, 45, 50 minutes. As you're gonna bake them until the center of the quiche is not jiggling anymore and it's solid. And there's a nice golden brown on top of the quiche. And I will bring you back as soon as they're done. I'm going to clean up my mess, and I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Okay, they are done. I did not know that the internet people were coming to fix the internet. Nobody told me. So, they've cooled down some. Now, they'll puff up, and as they cool, they'll sink down some. Perfectly cooked. Let me bring you close. See, two perfectly cooked golden brown quiches. And for once, I get to taste it first. And see, they come right out. They don't stick to the pan. Look how beautiful. There you go. Look how beautiful that is. And now I get to try it. Everything's cooked. Oh, it smells wonderful. Mmm. Still hot as can be, but, and that, as you can see, it comes right out of the pan, no problem. You don't always have to have crust with your quiche. One more bite and then I gotta quit. Mm. Simple, easy, homemade, and absolutely delicious. This is a perfect breakfast for any time of the year, but especially for Christmas morning. Good way to get as many vegetables as you can in there, which I do every chance I get. I hope this video encourages you to make your own bacon vegetable crustless quiche. It's simple, it's easy, and if you have to be gluten free, guess what? You don't even have to worry about a crust, not whatsoever. Simple, easy, homemade, and yes, you can do it. Now, I have the information in the description box below. I'll have the recipe, well, mainly the ingredients, because I don't usually measure when I cook, folks. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Everyone stay safe, stay sound, and I hope you get to make this for your Christmas breakfast for the family. Everyone, continue to stock your pantries with as much nutritious food as you can. I'll see y'all soon, and may you each be blessed. Y'all take care.